YouTube land. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate you sharing your Sunday morning with us here at Unity of Flagstaff. I am Reverend Penni, honey, and it is a joy, as always, to be with you. We're getting ready to get started here. Today we are talking about stop negotiating peace. Just stop it. So let's talk about that. Let's see how that shows up in our lives, my friends. And of course, everything you want to know, you can see at www.unityofflagstaff.org. Thanks for being on this live stream. Share the link. Blessings.
All right, good morning, friends. Let's trickle in as we come. It's so good to be back with you after quite a prolonged period of being gone.
Ooh, yay!
I have missed you all.
Ryan's in the house.
So as you are feeling willing and able, please rise if you are willing and able to sing our first song. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
This little light of mine. Here we go.
I'm gonna let it shine. This little
like blowing hot air, Michael.
Ain't nobody gonna. I'm waiting for Michael. He missed his cue. Michael ain't gonna blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. I said ain't nobody gonna put it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Ain't nobody gonna put it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let's do one more time with this little light. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Gonna let it. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, gonna let it, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
And say good morning to each other. Thank you, Ryan Bider. Here we go. Good morning. Thank you for finding your way to your seats. Thank you for making it feel like it matters what I say. You guys always make me feel important. Welcome. Good morning. How are ya? There you go. I like that. A little hooting and hollering. Hey. Yeah, okay. Oops, sorry. Squirrel. There I go. Hey, I am Reverend Penni. Honey, for those of you who don't know, that would be hard to imagine how that could possibly be, but it could happen. So welcome. We're grateful to have you with us. Thanks for sharing your Sunday morning with us. There are a lot of places you could have been today. This was one that you chose, and I'm always grateful because an empty room is not a lot of fun to speak to. I'll just tell you. We did that for a little while. How about it, Ryan? You know, you're just kind of talking into a camera kind of thing. We love having you here. We like to say all are welcome, and I like to remind us that that's not just a slogan. That is a principle in this community. It is that we are founded on community and the coming together. And just, helping remind each other who we are. It's a good thing. If you're visiting here for the first time, I invite you to drop that little blue card that they gave you in the basket as it comes around. I will give you fair warning. I will be in touch right up until you tell me not to be.
Or court orders you.
I forgot about leaving those pauses when Ryan is in the room. We have missed Ryan. Welcome back, Ryan Bider. Oh, man, that's good. Just don't tell my parole officer. All right, so here we go. And there is a basket out there for you to drop some comments in, and we've been getting those comments, and I got to tell you, they're good for me. And it helps, and it feels supportive of our community and the work we do in our community. So thank you for that. Keep them coming. Yes, and we are here to support you in affirmative prayer. There are many ways you can receive support because, as you know, unity is founded on prayer. I have prayer partners in the room that are available today for prayer. Raise your hands if you're willing. Thank you for that. Look around. These folks are here to support you in prayer. And, of course, that infamous 1-800-NOW-PRAY number. If you don't have that on your speed dial, take a picture of this PowerPoint right now and put it in your speed dial. Let that be a default reaction when something doesn't feel quite right or when you really want to celebrate something. 1-800-NOW-PRAY. And, of course, our prayer box over here, we always welcome prayer requests and celebrations in our prayer box, held for 30 days by our amazing prayer team, and also sent to Silent Unity, where it is held for 30 days. Pretty good gig, got you covered on every angle, and you can also call here to the center. I am always honored to pray with you, always. So how about we do that now? A little prayer, a little breath. Take a deep breath, my friends. It's good to be us. So we settle in. We hear the glorious sound of air conditioning. Yeah, we're grateful for that. As we also are grateful for all that beauty that surrounds us here in Flagstaff and in our world. So we stand present to that for just a moment as we prepare our minds and our hearts. We open the space to receive all that heals, all that comforts, and all that brings us peace. So we open to that now, in this sacred space, in this sacred time. We rest, and so it is. And so, we let it be. Yeah. Soak that up for a minute. Yeah? Gratitudes and prayer requests. I am your PA today, so you just get a whole lot of me today, right? There you go. Gratitudes and prayer requests, my friends, this is the time in our service where we welcome you to share your prayer requests, your gratitudes, perhaps a celebration here or there, right? And we hold that with you in light, and we affirm that with you, that God is greater, whatever it is. And I want to very kindly and lovingly remind you that God knows the details. And we will hold, all we need to know is that God is in it with you. So we will do that now. Miss Marilyn, one of our new greeters, round of applause. She'll be coming around the room with a microphone. I am going to give you a little microphone school because we want everybody to hear what you have to say. And on YouTube, they can't hear you if you don't speak into the microphone. Don't do this. If you can.
It's not designed to amplify your sternum.
It's not designed to amplify your sternum.
Some of you do this, and that's not how it works.
And now for an anatomy lesson. No, not at all. All right, anyone have a gratitude or prayer request that they would like to share today? And remember, if it's not comfortable, you can drop it in the prayer box over there. Ooh, it's a quiet room. Check this out. Oh, look, we've got a hand over here. We've got one. We've got a hot one over here, Marilyn. All right. Hello, Miss Kay.
I am so grateful. I got to see my son from, uh, God, Oregon.
Yeah, from
Portland.
Oregon. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, and my other son from Sun Lakes.
Yes.
We had a house full of
People.
our relatives. Right.
Yeah.
I'm grateful.
We're grateful too. Celebrating you,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, those beautiful boys. We are grateful. And we're grateful that you're connected, Kay, and we're grateful that you're here with us. It makes a difference in our community. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Huh? There we go.
Well, I guess I could say grateful to be alive
Yes.
after everything I've been through and losing my money and my home and delivering pizzas for Papa John's and got shot out by gang members to my head. Not one bullet hit, 4 of them were shot at me. So that was years ago. So somehow, some way, God keeping me alive. Found out who my angels were later. But you can't pay your bills on minimum wage jobs and gone in and out. I have lost the same year I lost my money to a scammer. I lost my $40 an hour job like 11, 12 years ago. Best 50 years of my life, and I'm 63. Glad to be alive. Like I said, worst years of my life. And find out who all my friends and family really are. And they weren't the people I thought they were.
And that
my
can be
request,
disappointing,
is
isn't
hoping
it?
to find a
Yeah.
good job and good people
Yeah.
and hopefully get these last 12, 13 years over with and move on.
So it's Bob? Is it
Yes.
Bob?
Yes.
I'm grateful to have you with us today. And I am affirming with you. Sometimes it sucks. And whatever you call it, whoever you call on, whatever the name, wherever you find it, that power is greater than this. And we are going to know that and see that with you. And if you need to be reminded, you make sure you've got my card, because I will remind you. We see the light in you. We see the healing. We see the ease, and we affirm the peace that resides within you. And we're going to keep reminding you. Because you know what, Bob? Sometimes it sucks.
Yeah.
It does.
Well,
And we do not make light of that, so I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
No,
Thank
I know
you.
you're not supposed to look for man
Could
to
you hold this
direct
for me,
you
please?
or
So, Bob,
that-
I want to have this conversation with you,
Mhm.
but I'd like to do that between you and I.
Okay.
Are you willing?
Sure.
Get my card. Miss Marilyn, thank you. And thank you, Bob. We're right here with you. We are. All right. Who's next?
This guy over here in the corner.
That guy over there in the corner. Who's that guy?
So
Hey, this guy's dad's going to come and talk in November.
Yeah.
Hayden's
He will
dad,
be
Tom
here.
Gevler. Yeah, yeah.
So a couple weeks ago, I asked for prayers for my dad and my mom because they were taking their first maiden voyage of their trailer up to Colorado, and they've spent a week up there, and they're having a great time. And I'm asking for safe travels for them to be coming back to Arizona. So I'm just covering both ends of the trip.
That's
So,
right.
just-
I love it.
That's all.
And that is done. So what we know is Spirit goes before them to create a safe and a quick path, and they arrive at the perfect place at the perfect time, and they're having a good time doing it. Yeah, that's what we're going to affirm. We see them in the light, don't we? Yeah. Yes.
A friend of mine, her daughter, who's had a really long battle with cancer, she passed away a few days ago, and so I just want some prayers for her. It's just been a rough couple of years, and I would just like her to feel some support.
Would you mind sharing your friend's name?
Mary Rose.
Mary Rose. and the passing of her daughter's name?
Alethea.
Alethea. So take a deep breath. That's a lot to take in, isn't it? Now take another deep breath as we see Alethea on her journey. There is peace there. There's comfort and ease. And for her mother, we hold in the light with her and for her that she can never be further than a thought or a prayer away. And that there is comfort and peace in the memories and eventually joy in having been a part of such an amazing light. We affirm this with her. With you, we see peace around this and strength. And so it is. Deep breath. I know. Yeah, life is like that sometimes, isn't it? You feel those ebbs and those flows? Yeah. It's good to be able to feel that. This is how we expand and grow. This is when we find out who we really are. Yeah. It's easy when it's easy, and it's faith when it ain't. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone else? Yes, Miss Cynthia.
I have, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. I have two things. I did put in a prayer request for my niece's husband, 48. They have 2 young daughters, and he found out he has stage 4 colon cancer. And apparently he's getting chemo, and he is improving. And they have improved their methods. I guess they have greater success, because I've known a lot of people have passed from that over the years. So prayers for him
And what
the
was
whole
his first name,
family.
Cynthia?
Santiago.
Santiago. Thank you.
And then I want to give gratitude that you started the class on spiritual tools, because that's kind of the class I've been waiting for. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, Cynthia. Little shameless plug there. I'm doing a class called Spiritual Tools for Living, and it's the first and third Thursdays. Starts at 6:45, and everyone is welcome at any time. So thank you for that. And I want to come back to Santiago and all those that love him and care for him. We see light surrounding it all. We see fear dissipating. We see the perfect resources and support for all those involved. And we know for Santiago, we claim it, we own it, that only the perfect outcome, only the perfect outcome, and that is received with ease and with grace. And he is at peace. And we give thanks for this in advance, for it is done. It is done. You feel that in the room? This is called compassion. Feel that. Feel that. Yeah. It's not always comfortable, but it is a gift. It is a gift. Anyone else? All right. So what we know is God does know the details. For those prayer requests spoken out loud, those unspoken, those in our prayer boxes, and those we hold in our hearts. We know that God already knows the details, and in the asking, we have activated, moving toward the spiritual solution. And we release it now, and we say, "Go, God." And so it is, and so we let it be. Yeah. All right, deep breath. Here we go. So unity, you know, has 5 basic principles. And you can read them in every form, and they use all kinds of different words, but these are the ones we're using this week, all right? Unity principle number 1 is there is one presence, one power, the good, active in my life and in the universe. And the short version is, good has it covered. Yes, it does. And so now, my friends, we are going to prepare for meditation. If someone would please take care of the lights, I would appreciate that. Ryan Biter is back in the house, and I could not help but ask him to do Holy Now. So allow the music to fill you. Settle in your chairs, get your feet planted on the floor, and open your heart to healing and connection.
When I was a boy each week, on Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest. He would read the Holy Word, consecrate the holy bread, and everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two. Jesus made the water wine. And I remember feeling sad. The miracles don't happen still. Now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Wine, water is not so small. An even better magic trick is anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but find where there isn't one. When holy water was rare at best, it barely wet my fingertips. But now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea. It used to be a world out there, heaven second-rate hand-me-down. But I walk it with the Reverend there, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Read Christian and child's face, say it's not a testament. That'd be very hard to say. See another new morning come, say it's not a sacrament. I tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood and saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. It made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out, how things have changed since then. Everything is holy now. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down. But I'm walking with the Reverend there, 'cause everything is whole now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now.
And so it is. We feel the reverence of the holiness within us. We feel that light that expresses we feel and know our oneness in these moments as we recognize our own holiness and that of the people around us. So rest in that right now. Recognize that expression of your true nature. Feel a healing in that. See the forgiveness. And allow yourself to expand into the holy expression of you. You feel that connecting to the greater divine. You rest in this place of being one of many, but one with all. There is healing there. Our joy is doubled, tripled, quadrupled in our oneness. Our fears, our concerns, divided by as many. This is where we heal. This is where peace resides. And we rest with that in the silence. Breathe deeply, my friends. Feeling the light and the love and the connection in this room. And recognize that expanding beyond this space. Holding and supporting those in the world that feel separated, that are in fear. Let us divide their worries and their hurt by expanding the light from within. Let us send that light out and around the world that each and every living being if just in this moment, might know peace. Let the hearts of all mankind soften and our minds open to the infinite expression and the potential in each and every one. We feel our light moving out and around and circling back to bless us. And for this, we give great thanks. And so it is. And so we let it be.
So as many of you know, I've been traveling for the last 6 weeks. I estimate I've done 25,000 miles. I did all across the South playing a bunch of shows, and then I was in Tahoe visiting family, and I was only home one day in between those things, and I got home for about 2 days, then hopped on a plane and flew with a friend to Australia for 2 weeks and some change, and got to play some shows with her. She's an author, and it was a lot of fun to kind of do her alternative book tour that involved music. So my job, which I essentially got a free trip to Australia, was to do this. It's great.
Not a bad gig
Not
if you
a
can
bad
get it,
gig at
man.
all. Yeah, so that was the highest fun to musical challenge ratio I've ever had. But
International musician we have on our hands, right?
But I've been thinking a lot about this concept of peace in our hearts, because if one thing I kind of learned from the Australians is they have a much more profound sense of peace as a people. I mean, they're a much more relaxed people. And there's problems anywhere and everywhere. It's not to discount those, but in generally they're very good-natured and a very funny and a very a culture that assumes goodwill of each other. And it was very striking to get back from the plane, because you land in Melbourne Airport, man. They're super friendly. They go, "Hey, can we grab your guitar? Don't worry, we'll be super careful with it." And then you get to LAX and they just throw your stuff in front of you. And they're not good at the job at all. But in Australia, man, they're quite friendly about it. And so it was kind of surreal, because you land from, Sydney or Australia, one of the most friendly places on earth, to LAX. And you go from all the TSA, I don't know what their equivalent is, but TSA people being really friendly to everyone just staring at you angrily. And it was a profound thing. I mean, it gave me kind of a soul sadness of what has happened and why have we lost some sense of kind of peace and kindness. And it's not that it's not anywhere and that nobody has it. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that it's much more of a value when it comes to the food and the way they live their lives. And it made me sad, as much as I'm great to be home. But I think there's a lot of that we can all sort of embody as we go about our days, of just assuming goodwill and humor of people. And so Penni picked the song for me to play, and I felt like it was rather apt for kind of what I've been feeling while I was traveling. So it's the Nick Lowe classic, some of you might know as an Elvis Costello tune, of What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding.
As I walk this wicked world, searching for light in darkness, as I walk through troubled times. My spirit gets so downhearted sometimes. Where are the strong? Who are the trusted? Where is the harmony, sweet harmony? Oh yeah. Each time I feel it slipping away, just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, understand? What's so funny about peace, love, understand? Where are the strong? Who are the trusting? Where is the harmony, sweet harmony? Oh yeah. Each time I feel it slipping away, it makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, understanding? Ooh, what's so funny about peace, love, understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, understanding?
There you go. Ryan Biter. Thank you, Ryan Biter.
It's so good to be back with you, friends. I've missed you all very much.
Ditto, baby. Sponsor a Music Sunday. There you go. I love the way Trina remembers that. And we appreciate it because people are stepping up for that. And I believe today was sponsored, actually. And thank you for that. That's how we get it.
For groceries today.
That's right. You know, it's a magical thing. You drop money in the bucket, and it turns into that. It's magic. Did you just snort? Did you? I made Ryan snort.
It's not as transactional as Penny makes it seem. To be fair, I do enjoy playing.
He does, and we love having
another
you.
morning at you. It's like going to Walmart 5 a.m. each morning.
Get my coffee. Yeah, and then that happens, right? So that's how magical the room is too, right? Anyone here looking for peace? And that does, even if you're not, go ahead and stay because this will be entertaining for you, I guess, right? If you're already there and it's all laid out and got it all figured out, I definitely want to have coffee. And by the way, those of you who are in the room for the first time, I always take you to coffee if you're willing. So let's set a time. There's my phone number on my card. Text me and let me know what you got open. Anyone here looking for peace? Today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what peace is. And I know y'all think you know, but I got some new ideas, so just hang on. And where we find it. And I know y'all going to say, oh, well, she's going to tell me I find it inside. Okay, can we cut to the chase now, and can I go get lunch? No? And we're also going to talk about how we can embody it. You know, I believe that once we become a little more clear and have, believe it or not, a definition of peace that we can agree on, now that would be cool. Because, you know, we're always fighting for peace. Really? Come on now. Come on now. We're always fighting for peace. Kind of a crazy concept, I agree. Yeah, that's exactly how I would classify that as pretty crazy. So coming to an agreement as to what we think peace is will be easy. All you have to do is listen to me and then you'll get it, right? I wish it were that easy. Because if it were, eventually we could get enough people on board to agree what peace is, and we might find our way back to it. But the first thing I believe we need to do is stop negotiating peace. Stop it. How dare we take something so sacred and so powerful and so present and act like it is a bargaining chip? Stop it. In your life, where do you bargain with yourself? Well, if I do this, I'll be at peace. Well, if I do that, I'll finally find peace. And I'll answer the phone, and the answer will be there where peace is at. Right?
It's the Dalai Lama calling.
It's the Oh! Tell him I'll get back to him. Because I'm where I want to be right now and having the conversation I want to have right now. Right? So stop negotiating peace in your life where you act as though it's a bargaining chip. And if I do this, then I'll get peace. If I give this, then I'll be peaceful. Well, you know what? But the truth is, we're not negotiating peace. What we are doing is we are negotiating what we want, and then we'll be at peace. Back up. We are not negotiating peace. What we're really doing is, if I give you this and you give me that, then maybe we can be at peace. The fact of the matter is, peace is so sacred and so real and so present, so omnipresent, it's shameful for us to think that we can negotiate it. I have a sense that we are negotiating the power right out of peace, that we are minimizing it to something that can be used in a talk, not a Sunday talk, a peace talk. It feels like we're belittling it by acting as though the divine children and humans and amazing beings that we are didn't come here with an acumen for peace. Because that, my friends, is not true. You were born of peace. You were born into the original blessing. You were born to express the divine nature of who you are. Don't tell me you didn't come here with an idea of what peace looks like, because you did. Now, there's a lot of noise and a lot of distraction that can keep us from remembering it. Yeah. I got locked out of Facebook. And do you know what I've ended up saying? Instead of saying, God, I say, thank God. I cannot figure out how to get back in, and I think there's something divine in that. Yeah. I love knowing when people's birthdays are. I love the fun little kitty videos. I love the music. And I don't need all that noise that's telling me how awful everything is where I am. I want peace. And I don't just mean that's somebody else's job and it's somebody else's fault that I either have it or don't have it. I want to get back to remembering what Charles Fillmore said. This is what he said the definition of peace was. He said, and he was one of our co-founders in Unity, by the way. So this is what he said. He said, you know, peace is the harmony and the tranquility that comes from our awareness of our divine nature. Okay, I'm going to say it again. So he said, peace is the harmony and the tranquility that comes from our awareness of our divine nature. Boy, that kind of uncomplicates it, doesn't it? And it kind of puts it square on me. If I notice that there is disruption and fear and sadness, and there is in the world, because it's like we talked about, Bob, sometimes life sucks. And people don't act the way we want them to act. And they're mean. And they do silly things to hurt each other. And they get lost. And they think they're doing the right things. And all of a sudden it's hitting my heart about that little 14-year-old boy and that school shooting. How at 14 could you miss the importance of the peace within? I don't know. But it's on me. It's on us to live our lives in a way that we're demonstrating that, folks. We got to stick together in this deal about peace. We got to come together, and there's a lot of petty belief systems that keep us from it, right? Let's come together and let's hold those 14-year-olds and those victims and that father and those things that we want to have an opinion about. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Move to peace right now in this. I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to move to a place that we see peace in this. Oof. This is not in the notes. Okay, so take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Now force it out of your body. And again. And again. This is called a bellow breath. And every study shows that most people react positively to that. It brings us back to our peaceful state of mind, or at least gets us closer than we were. Peace is derived from the harmony and tranquility of our awareness of our divinity. So as we attempt to establish a clear definition of peace, let's look at harmony for a second. The perfect accord with the goodness. Well, that doesn't seem so hard, does it? If I'm perfectly aligned with good, that shouldn't be so hard. Right? Anybody? Yeah, I struggle with it. Maybe you guys don't. We should have coffee. So here's another easy one. How about tranquility, where we're free from disturbance? Now, I want you to imagine the last time you literally felt free from disturbance, and I hope you say it was in your early morning meditation today. I'm not asking you to raise your hands. Peace is the harmony that is aligned with good, the tranquility that is free from disturbance, that comes from the awareness of our divine nature while we're walking around in these human experiences. I added that. It's while we're walking around in these human experiences. This isn't something that we're talking about out there. There are people on this planet today that are suffering. There are people on this planet today that they can't even remember what the word peace is, let alone be able to experience. And it's up to us. We've got to lift this awareness and consciousness. And I will tell you, that doesn't come without action, because peace is not passive. Peace is when we put our feet and our minds and our hearts and our hands in the direction of moving to tranquility and harmony. That's peace. Don't be putting it out there on those guys that should be coming up with some kind of answer for the Middle East. Hold a vision. Hold a knowing. And then put your feet and hands to action, whatever that looks like. Whatever that shows up as for you. The root of the Hebrew word for peace is shalom. And it means whole, all, whole. And it points to this twofold meaning: peace within oneself and peace between people. Shalom. The next time that soundbite hits your heart and you feel anger and it moves you away from peace, try this. Shalom. Say it with me. Shalom. Before you open your mouth, Penny, before you hit send, shalom. before you have an opinion, before you form a belief system, shalom. Before I go running off and thinking that they got it wrong, shalom. Meaning whole and pointing to the twofold peace for oneself and peace between people. Peace is not the absence of wars. All wars, the ones that are raging around us and the ones that we are waging within us, peace is not. Peace is not the absence of war, and it's not the opposite of war. When we define it that way, again, we reduce it to this empty, passive, incomplete, esoteric thought. It's not. It's present. It's here. It lives within us. We are the expression of it. Shalom. Shalom. Okay, so peace. Okay, I'm okay. Peace is built on the foundation of a lot of other spiritual teachings and practices like connection and compassion and justice and unity and empathy. It is my prayer that it is the goal of all spiritual people. I don't care what you call it. It would be our prayer that that would be the goal. It is an outer project of promoting nonviolence and conflict resolution and cooperation in the world. It is not passive. It is an outer expression. Where is it? Where is it? No, I'm asking you. Where is it? So check this out. Exactly. It's right here. It's right there. 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 Where is it? I'm going to read something from one of my favorite textbooks, the Bible. Philippians chapter 4, verse 7. It says this: the peace of God that excels all thought will guard your hearts and your mental powers by the means of the Christ consciousness. All right, here we go. The peace of God that excels all thought will guard your hearts and your mental powers by means of the Christ consciousness. Peace is as close as your breath. Take a breath. Feel the life. Take a breath. Take another breath and recognize how close peace is to us. It's inherent in us as humans because we are built to survive. And innately, we are fully aware of the fact that if we don't find a way to live in harmony and tranquility, and we don't find a way to live in peace, we're not going to be around. It's innate in us to find a way to peace. It's noise that gets in the way. It's belief systems that get in the way. It's fear that gets in the way. It's innate in us. Peace is ours to embody. And if for no other reason, we should do it for survival. If for no other reason. How do we do it? How? First, we create a counterbalance. We create a majority where peace is the priority in human interaction. We create a majority of people. We stick together in this and we prioritize that in every interaction we have, we do it from a place of peace. Penni. Do I always? Absolutely not. Do I want to? Absolutely. And like Byron Katie says, go ahead, want something, and you'll get more want. I don't want peace. I declare peace. I don't just want it. We don't just dream about it. It's not out there. We declare it right now. We declare peace within ourselves and on this planet. Does that mean the fighting has stopped? Probably not, but wouldn't it be cool? But when we prioritize as a community, as a society, that what is most important is our human interactions and that they are always held in a place of peace. This is how we have inner peace. This is how we have world peace. It is. And we work to awaken the best expression in everyone that we interact with. We work to bring forward their light. We invite them to be that expression of peace. We don't create situations that we're poking the bear. We're going to see how somebody's going to react. Because what? It'll give me the opportunity to give my opinion? Keep it to yourself, Penni. Work to see people and help them to see themselves as elevated divine beings, because that's what they are. They just forgot. And because peace is not won by battle, we reach either peace or inner peace through the cultivating and recognizing of our true nature. This is a relationship we have to develop. We develop a relationship first with ourselves and peace. And then we see that relationship with other people. Shalom. Practice peace by refusing to participate in violence. And that isn't just somebody that's holding a gun or throwing a bomb. That's when I hold thoughts that are so not very nice in my heart and my mind. And it may be in the grocery store. It's mine to create that relationship with peace and express it through my life, and to refuse to participate in violence, and to meet conflict with equanimity, and to declare as a divine right and establish your authority. I am peace. Say it with me. I am peace. I am peace. We declare it. We don't negotiate it. We don't put it up for grabs. I'm not giving my peace away. Florence Scovel Shinn, nothing can disturb the calm peace of my soul. And I still say she put her hands on her hips and said, damn it. Nothing will disturb the calm peace of my soul. And universal peace, Emily Cady, one of our classic unity writers, had an opinion about that. She said, when a sufficient number of enlightened souls know their divine nature consciously, and they apply this inner knowing to all their human relationships, we will have universal peace. We will have universal peace. Now, I can declare all day long, but you know what? Those hostages and those hungry children and those displaced people, that doesn't mean a lot to them in this moment. But what I can do is I can continue to hold that consciousness and hold that standard by which we are going to do business going forward. We are not negotiating peace. We are declaring peace. And then we are going to take the actions and we are going to move that direction. And I don't just mean here. I mean everywhere. Because every one of you are going to declare this with me. And peace stands a chance. It's a wild, wild ride, this finding peace. It is. It's not negotiable. It is about the expression of our true nature. It's as close as our breath. From that, our divine nature, our God's self is expressing, and it excels all thought. All thought. And we prioritize peace in every interaction that we have. Everyone. Not some, everyone. And we support others to see their own light, and we cultivate our own divine nature. From the Zoroastrian scripture, it says this: As long as I have will and am physically capable, so long will I teach mankind to strive for truth, order, and peace. As long as I have will and am physically capable, so long as I teach mankind to strive for truth, order, and peace, I will. Namaste.
So one of my favorite things to do is to change things up on Penny a little bit. I was trying to find the song I was going to do. We can throw it in at the end as a thing. We'll figure it out. But I just was I was kind of struck that this might fit a little better. And you have a part in it. The line is "with my own two hands." You'll catch it. It's a Ben Harper tune. Do it nice and low. I can change the world with my own two hands, make it a better place. With my own two hands, make it a kinder place. With my own two hands, with my own two hands, I can make peace on earth. With my own two hands, I can clean up the earth. With my own two hands, I can reach out to you. With my own two hands, with my own two hands, I'm gonna make it a brighter place. With my own two hands, gonna make it a safer place. With my own two hands, gonna help the human race. With my own two hands, with my own two hands, I can hold you. With my own two hands, I can comfort you. With my own two hands, but you got to use your own. Use your own two hands. Use your own two hands. With our own two hands.
Good change. That was good. That's
But
good.
we can do the other one at the end.
We'll do the other one at the end. You betcha. Perfect. 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 We'll come back. Look at this. Welcome back, Ryan. How about it? Look at those two beauties, huh? Thank you again, Ryan. It is so awesome to have you here with us. Yes? Yes, it is. So now we are preparing for our time and celebration of abundance. I'd like to share this quote with you one more week, and then I promise I'll find a new one. But I really like this Anne Green Taylor quote. Go toward and give to, where your time, your energy, and your love are reciprocated, respected, and celebrated. And so it is. Hello out there again to our YouTube viewers. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate you. We're grateful to have you. You can always, of course, find everything you want to know about the community at www.unityofflagstaff.org, and you can also donate there. Oh, no, I won't do that yet. I will come to that, though. Okay, I almost blew it. So what I want to do is I want to remind you guys about Crazy Sock Sunday. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Oh, you guys sound so excited about it. All right, wait, let me try it again. Crazy Sock Sunday. There we go. You got crazy socks, Emerson? I bet you do, don't you? Yeah, there you go.
I thought it was this Sunday because I got my Oregon one and
Uh,
I got my
oh!
Jurassic Park ones on. So.
I love it. There you go. This is a sample of what we're talking about right here. There you go. And on that day, September 22nd, we're going to have you bring white crew socks. Those white crew socks will be a part of the Bag a Better Day project, and that will be part of what they are receiving. We have all the goodies and all the stuff ready to go for Bag a Better Day, and that is going to happen on October 5th. You'll be getting more information about that. We're going to build bags, decorate them, stuff them. It's going to be awesome. Bring socks on the 22nd, so we'll have them for the 5th. And this week, Wednesday at 4 p.m., we're going to start World Day of Prayer. This is a unity movement, World Day of Prayer, and so we do this every year. The sanctuary will be open 24 hours. Yes, it will. And I don't know if you have ever had the opportunity to walk into a space that has been held in absolute prayer for 24 hours, but it is a cool gig. And I am here for 24 hours is my practice and always has been for, 30, 40 years. One of my favorite days of the year. So plan on attending anytime. If you're interested in facilitating an hour, it's very easy. You can do that. Check out that information out in the foyer. That's this Wednesday. Please come and join us. Yep. Please do. Please take note of the propaganda on your chair. Special attention to the Zelle and ACH options for giving. Free giving. Yes, we told you we would keep looking at every aspect of this community and how we could be better stewards of what we have. And we have made some changes, and two of those are, you can now give via Zelle. Doesn't cost us a dime, doesn't cost you a dime, or you can turn your reoccurring gift into an ACH, and that is just from bank to bank. It's like a bill pay. You need any help with that? Selena's around. She can help you. I'm happy to help you. And that little print down at the bottom that says Flagstaff Family Food Center is a reminder to me that I was supposed to make a slide. I didn't do that, but what I am going to tell you is that's tomorrow at 3:15. Come and join us. There's an opportunity to volunteer for that. Enough of that. Come on down here. Let's get the cute girls down here. And Hayden. Yeah. Did you talk your dad into helping today? You're so cool. Look at us. So deep breath as we bless these baskets, and we are affirming we are abundance, we are abundance, we are abundance. Thank you. There you go. Out you go, my friends. That was easy, wasn't it? All right. And you want to do it now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. You guys know this one. After the baskets come around, if you feel like it, stand up. Let's enjoy this beautiful, beautiful Cat Stevens song. One of my favorites. Favorites. Thank you again to Ryan Biter. We appreciate Ryan. Round of applause. Thank you to Alan for back there running the camera. We appreciate you. And thank you to all of our greeters, everybody that helped to make today happen. All right, go for it, Ryan.
We don't have lyrics, do we? For you guys? All right. It's okay. Now I've been happy lately, thinking about the things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Now I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one, and I believe it could be some days gonna come. Now I'm on the edge of darkness, there lies a peace train, a peace train, take this country, take me home again. Now I've been smiling lately, thinking about the things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Oh, peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Ooh, wow, come on, peace train. All right, I like the claps. Trina's gonna lead you on that. Ready? Peace train, holy roller, everyone jump on the peace train. Ooh, wow, come on, peace train. Now get your bags together and bring your friends too, 'cause it's getting nearer and soon we'll be with you. Now come and join the living, it's not so far from you, and it's getting nearer, soon it'll all be true. Oh, peace train sounding louder, loud on the peace train. Peace train. Let's try it again. G train is not in time. The motor is not working. Oh, it's right. Peace train sounded louder, glad on the peace train. Wow, peace train again. Peace train sounded louder, glad on the peace train. Wow, come on, peace train.
Thank you, Trina. Thank you, Ryan. We're glad you're back. All right, so let's bless these baskets. Look at me. I kind of know what I'm doing. Don't go getting stuck on me here now. Here we go. And ta-da. All right. Thank you for these gifts. We are good stewards. We are grateful. We are abundant, and so it is. Have an amazing week, my friends, and together we are affirming the light of God surrounds us. We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Namaste, my friends. Be blessed. Last day of voting for the Mystery Theater, so hurry, rush on out there. And Selena's class is getting ready to start, too, so be sure and check. Oh, no, that's closed. She's got too many. Never mind, we're full. There you go. I love that. All right, my friends, be well. And, hey, talk to this guy right here. It's Pat's spouse. Pat's spouse is his name.